Okay, we back alive again. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We back live again. It's Friday, 7 p.m. So you know we gotta do our weekly live. I missed about 2 weeks. I missed live for 2 weeks, so you know we gotta catch up on what's been going on for the past 2 weeks. One of the reasons I missed the live is okay, thank you. Mic check. Thank you for the mic check. And one of the lives that I missed, it was because it was an all day thing with the cancer center, right? Because you know me, anytime I come on here, we're gonna talk cancer center, we're gonna talk rehab, we're gonna talk hospital, we're gonna talk cancer, we're gonna talk whatever, everything pertaining to cancer. That's what we talk about over here. And life, and you know what I'm saying, how cancer affects life and how we deal with it, how it affects us, how it affects our family. All those things matter. And that's pretty much what we talk about Friday, every Friday, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. is a special time, because that's when I first got diagnosed during COVID, and nobody could stay overnight. You had to leave your guests had to leave by 7 p.m. and by 8 p.m. And 7 p.m. was my time to get my mind right, because overnight you gotta really take advantage of that rest period and have your mind in the right place in order for you to recover. So that's what that was about, the 7 p.m. But now since I've been in the hospital recently, and with no COVID, you can have two guests, I think, stay overnight, and you know they don't have to leave. So yeah, so it's a little different now. But this is what we talk about here, everything cancer, man, because that's what I'm dealing with at the moment, and you know we're just trying to spread the awareness, and through our experiences, we should try to help people deal with, you know what I'm saying, the daily life, basically what we gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? Those that do have a situation like this. Not everybody um has cancer, obviously, or is going to get cancer, but there is a few people out there that's going to experience this. So I just put my words to it and hope that it can help somebody get past this monster. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, one of the reasons why we missed the live the other week was 2 weeks ago I actually started treatment for my third cancer diagnosis um in about 4 years. A second in about 6 months. So yeah, I started 2 weeks ago. I started a new chemotherapy. It's a chemo, non-chemo, low mixture of both. Chemo pretty much kills good and bad cells, right? So some of it is chemo, some of it is non-chemo, some of it targets the cancer cells. My cancer that I'm dealing with currently is lymphoma, which is reoccurring. So those are the two things that I'm taking at the moment. The two chemo, actually three different drugs that I'm taking, but one of them specifically is designed to just to harm any cell, every cell, and the other two, you know, helps that one drug defeat the cancer in my body. Okay, so this is not a permanent solution to my cancer situation, seeing as though it's recurring. This is just enough to, what I'm saying, get rid of the cancer so I can go into transfusion, bone marrow transfusion is what my next endeavor. That's my next thing is a bone marrow transplant after this, and that should solve my problem. And that goes no. I can talk about when it comes to a bone marrow transplant. Now, when it comes to just getting blood, you can accept blood from anybody, from any ethnicity, right? Um, so about it's right now it's just a little time to just address the fact that bone marrow transplant as African American, I can only I benefit mostly. There's a higher chance of success by me not having an adverse effect or bone marrow transplant if it's from another African American, right? Blood, you can get blood from anybody, right? So, this is something new for me, to have to pretty much experience, and now it's going to become a part of my life. So, when a lot of blood transfusion that I received, my way of dealing with it was to advocate for blood donation. So now that I'm undergoing this bone marrow transplant, it's only right that I also advocate, um, you know, encourage the donation of bone marrow. So this is something that's new to me. I was receiving blood, you know what I'm saying, like it was nothing. I mean, when I said like it was nothing, I mean I was receiving blood like 3 times a week. But the bone marrow transplant has to come from another African American for me to have the highest chance of not having a negative effect. You know what I'm saying? Because going through this, it can cause death. You know what I'm saying? So that's something we're going to talk about later. But I just wanted to put that out there. That bone marrow transplant is very important. A lot of African Americans who do not donate blood, please consider it and think about bone marrow donation. We're going to talk about all that later. So, yo, Piff, Piff, Piff. Yo, Piff, what's up, man? Yo, man, I'm chilling, man. Chilling, man. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do what I can. You know what I'm saying? I see. Hey, I'm not like I'm not a chef like you, bro. I can't chef it up to feed the kids. You know what I'm saying? So this is how I give back. You know what I'm saying? And I seen the last live you did with that steak. I need to see the after. I seen the before, how you know what I'm saying, you hooked it up. I need to see the after you put that joint on the grill. You probably already ate it. It's already probably gone. But yo, man, much respect to you, Piff, man. 100% respect to you, man. Much love, bro. All day, every day. You hear me? So yeah, man. All week at the cancer center from like 9:30 in the morning to like 8, like almost 8, 10 hours. Um, and that day I needed blood, I needed platelets, and they gave me 2 transfusions of some drug that yeah, man, one love, bro, for real. They gave me blood, platelets, and 2 infusion drugs, and another pill that I have to take, and that took all day. So by the time I got home, there was I had the energy, I ain't had the time for no live at 7. So that was one. That was a week ago, and then the other week, damn man. To be honest with you, I don't remember what happened the other week, but I know I did miss 2. I think I was just not feeling well. I think it was just I just didn't have it that week. I think I just didn't have it that week. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But last week was crazy. Uh, yo, what's going on, BC? What's going on, BC? What's up, brother? You already know it. Fights. That's right. Yo, you like the guy in the ring corner, and keep the fighter going, man. Much respect to you, BC. Always encouraging, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, you understand? So, the treatment, like I said, it took all day. So, that's why we missed that week. And my body is doing great. When I say doing great, I'm like today I got a platelet transfusion today, but I didn't need any blood, right? My blood level actually increased from Wednesday, right? So something is happening in my body, you know what I'm saying? And my neutrophil level is above the required amount for me not to get that Neupogen shot to boost my immune system. So those 2 numbers is real good. What you say, Piff? I know. Yo, let me see what you say right here. Yo. Hold on. What you say? I know when I smoke too much, I eat fruit and it wakes me up. Might help you as well, bro. Yo, Hey, what's going on, Steffi? What's going on, Steffi? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's my What's going on, Steph? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? I hope everything is good with you over there. Um, yeah, Piff, you're right. That does work. That does work. Um, so yeah, man, it was it was a lot. It was a lot, but now it's getting better. So, you know, blood went up, platelets still at a level where you know I still needed a transfusion. Just once this week. Usually I get it 3 times a week, but today is just one day out the week. So that's a great thing. That something is going on in my body that I am not aware of. You know what I'm saying? But besides feeling the difference, I can see the difference on the blood test, on the results. I can see the difference. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if it's because the amount of time after going through chemo, because that's the effect from chemo is the ability not to make cells. So I think it might be the space in between the chemo that I did in January. That chemo is way worse than the chemo that I started a week ago. Right, the chemo I started a week ago, only part of it targets the good cell, but the one that I did in January, that one, I was in the hospital for almost 3 months because I had no immune system. With this one, at least my neutrophils are still above one. So far, and today is the first week of me starting that new chemotherapy. So that's a good thing. That's a great thing, actually. Like I said, something is going on, and I can't put my finger on it. You know, but me being active, I know it helps because I've been barbecuing also. Yeah, Piff, I be on the grill too. You feel me? I be on barbecuing as well. My wife had me out there barbecuing, and it's crazy because we need each other. You feel me? And the reason I'm saying that is because if it was up to me, I wouldn't have barbecued 3 days in a row. You feel me? But the wife wanted to barbecue, so you know what I'm saying. We barbecued. You feel me? But I wouldn't. There's a lot of things that I wouldn't put myself up against. But you know what I'm saying, when you seeing somebody else's expectation of you, it's like, you think I can do that? All right, let me see if I can do that, and then you do it. You know what I'm saying? So, as it goes on, it helps you in your rehab and your ability to get better when somebody challenges you and kind of like pushes you out of your comfort zone. Because you can work as hard as you want, but I can guarantee you somebody out there that think you can work harder or think that you can do this as well. You hear a lot of people talk about Kobe and how Kobe used to practice 4, 5, 6 times a day, while the average basketball player only practiced once. Like, that's crazy. I mean, of course, you're gonna have to be better than the rest. You know what I'm saying? If you practicing 5, 6 times a day when somebody only practice once, so you know, being pushed. You know what I'm saying? It was not even being pushed, but you know what I'm saying. Being greeted with a different idea or a different perspective of something or a situation can really help you. It helped me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, I'm moving around, I'm up and down the steps. These are the things I needed to be doing anyway, as far as like keeping myself, you know what I'm saying, in shape and whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? Push you, huh? Yeah, man. She yo BC. She's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let's barbecue. And the crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? She the first time she was doing it, you know what I'm saying? Cause she ain't trying to put no pressure. She did it, but I came out there and I kind of like, did a little something of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? To make the whole evening go by quicker. Cause you know what I'm saying? This is what I do. So the next time it was like, all right, let's get some more charcoal and throw some nuts on the grill. So we went down to Sufton, you know what I'm saying? Got some fish, got some chicken, some shrimp, you know what I'm saying? We hooked it up. Matter of fact, we even got some steak. Stopped at the meat shop on further down on something. Got some meat. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We grilled it up real nice. So you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that, I'd have probably came back home and been on some chill shit. You feel me? So a lot of the times, the people around you, like, you need that extra push. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my son is amazing. He's great. But if my son didn't have me around to push him, because he's not able to see his greatness, but I'm able to see his greatness. You see what I'm saying? So I pushed him to be the best that he can be. So you know what I'm saying. Likewise, you need people around you. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna push you. Just like BC. What you say? It's like I will be at your home early in the morning to sit one of those subwoofer speakers on the stools for a couple of squats. Hey, bro, them speakers is like 500 pounds. I can't deal with that. Surf and turf. But yeah, BC, you can come by anytime, bro. You know that. You come by. I need to hook up that system anyway. You feel me? I need to hook up that system because I'm trying to do something by the end of the year. I'm trying to throw a crazy party by the end of the year. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to string that up. But yeah, surf and turf, Piff, you already know what it is. Yo, what's going on, Teddy? What's going on, bro? Yeah, so yeah, man. Like I said, like BC, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Humberger himself, he be pushing me. Every day he texts me. Every day he texts me like, yo, fight, brother, fight strong, you know what I'm saying? Like keep the energy up. And I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, man. So yeah, we need that extra push, bro. Believe that. We need it. We need that push from our significant and our friends. You feel me? We need that. So yeah, my body's doing great, man. And I started this new chemo and it's been a week. So, one of the things, like a couple of the things I'm dealing with is the side effects from these medications. You know what I'm saying? Even though it doesn't tear you down, you know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I'm saying, even though the chemo doesn't tear you down like this one don't tear you down like the last one, it has all those side effects, like all the side effects you could think of. So the cancer came back, it's lymphoma again, back in the same spot. But this time as it's not as big as it was before because remember my legs, the circulation to my leg got cut off. So they found it, early scan, couple nodules. Like I always say, best case scenario is to find out that your cancer, you know what I'm saying, when it's early, because that's the best case to curing it is when it's find out to catch it when it's early. So this is why checkups is important. You know what I'm saying? Doctor's appointment is important. Like please go get checked out. Make sure you're good. Okay? Please do that. So keeping up, you know what I'm saying, with my body. And it's crazy because my blood get tested 3 times a week. I know exactly what's going on in my body. 3 times a week I go there and check everything. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for the cancer, I'd be in a tip top condition. But you know what I'm saying? Things that we don't got no control over, you know what I'm saying, is the reason why I'm sick. But I get my joint checked 3 times a week. So we was able to see as soon as something went wrong, boom, we did a scan, we checked in this, you know what I'm saying, the whole entire body, and we saw where the cancer was. So it's like 4 small nodules, you know what I'm saying? So it's early, you know what I'm saying? One of the things that got me like, you know what I'm saying, what you say, Piff? Lemon and cayenne pepper shots first thing in the AM. Alright, bet. I got you. Lemon and cayenne pepper. Alright, definitely. Yeah, I what I had? Lemon and damn, chamomile with some honey. I mean beating on that. Well, it's because I'm talking so much. It's because I'm talking so much. Usually I wouldn't have been spitting out these many words in like 19, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So But I definitely gonna do that. I need that. I need the little home remedies. I need that. I gotta big up my friend, Miss Covington. She always send me the home remedies. I gotta hop on them. I gotta hop on them. But the lemon and cayenne, the lemon and chamomile with the honey, been beating that up. But I felt good today. You feel what I'm saying? Like last night, yesterday, it was rough. But coming into today, you know what I'm saying? I've been feeling good. I ain't had no, you know what I'm saying, just a little snotty nose here and there, but you know, sore throat is a part of the side effects. Shortness of breath, um, cold-like symptoms. So I'm dealing with all of that at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only problem is the side effects, and this has been the first week, so it's starting to hit me. Like you know what I'm saying? It's finally starting to sit in and trying to like get a hold of me. So you know, but I'm staying active, and I'm gonna put that recipe to the test. Um, you know what I'm saying? Okay, okay, BC. Much love, bro. Take care, man. Appreciate you. So, like I was saying, we caught it early. So, one of the things that got me like in the right mindset is my doctors. They have a plan. You know what I'm saying? They already know what they want to do at this time frame. They want to do it. Push the transplant back and get this out the way. Right. So that's like the one of the main thing is the doctors, man. The doctors, they got a plan, and so every 3 weeks, they're gonna give me treatment. So this week I did it. I got to do it again in 2 weeks, and I got to do it again in another 3 weeks. And yeah, basically, one of the drugs finds the cancer, right, and then another part of the drug kills the cancer, right. So the cancers have different ways to identify it, and so this is what you need different drugs for. And one of them that I gotta take by pill, it actually like causes infertility. It like it I ain't gonna say it messes you up, but it messes with your ability to be reproductive. Your kids, if you pregnancy during this time, deformity, you know what I'm saying, infertility. So you know what I'm saying, you can't ain't no unprotected sex for like at least 5 6 months to after you finish this medication for that shit to clear out your system. So this medication particularly, it affects your body's, you know what I'm saying, cancer cells ability to thrive, you know what I'm saying, in the environment. And it causes them to, not allow them to get the right blood supply and other things that they need. So it's great because that's what it's meant to do. It's a targeted cancer treatment. And as you know, time goes on, these things are going to change. The way that we address cancer and how we treat cancer is going to get better. And as a result, you already see that it's already getting better, right? For what I'm doing at the moment, which is targeted cells, where it's targeted specific to my lymphoma. My doctors went ahead and they got some kind of thing where it takes the actual fingerprint of my lymphoma, so they can identify. Cancer leave trace evidence, so they can identify it and treat it as soon as they see it. Um, Yo, what's going on, Uncle Charlie? Uncle Charlie, what's going on? What you say? What's up, brother Marv? Your wife had to show how I can live chat. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, thank you, Uncle Charlie, man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give back. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in giving back. Anything that's given to me, I believe that. You know what I'm saying? It should be given back. So a lot of blood is given to me for me to be here. You know what I'm saying? And my way of giving back is to advocate for the donation of more blood. So this is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We trying to give back. So you know what I'm saying, if you ever thought about donating, you know what I'm saying, now is the perfect time to do it. And if you have or been doing it, I really appreciate it and thank you for that. Like they have a program in the cancer center. When you go there, there's usually a tag on the blood that you get. You could thank the person that donated it. I tried to get it done today, but there wasn't no tag, or there wasn't no even no ID number. So we're gonna have to fix that. So you know what I'm saying, these people can get the right recognition that they deserve. Because if it's not for them, I would not be here. So you know what I'm saying. This is what it's about. Yo, Pastor Mentor, what's going on, brother? Yeah, man, big ups to you too, man. And I saw the message, Pastor. I saw the message, and that's a great thing. Uh-huh. Yes, yeah, yeah. So I see that. There's a y'all doing this thing tomorrow. Y'all going in the community. Y'all saying hi to the community, and I think that's a wonderful thing, man. To welcome the new people to the community and the neighborhood, and that's a beautiful thing, man. So I wish you success in that tomorrow. So yeah, if you in the New Rochelle area, you know what I'm saying, come out. You know what I'm saying, they're gonna come out. So you just gotta be outside. So yeah, I wish you luck on that. Most definitely, most definitely. So yeah, man, it's a lot going on, man. But you know, it's a blessing to be here. You know what I'm saying, and we gonna fight because that's all we know how to do. You know what I'm saying. So after all of this medication and everything is, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, man. After all this medication and stuff is dealt with, then boom, next comes the bone marrow transplant. So you know what I'm saying. Having a plan, that's like the greatest thing, man. Being able to, yo, what's going on, Nicole? Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna keep fighting, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm definitely gonna keep fighting, and you know what I'm saying. Whatever it is you're doing, I praise you the same. You keep fighting whatever you're doing as well. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Today is nice, 86-degree weather. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be going to the zoo tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, with the family, whatever. So you know what I'm saying. That's one of the things that's like really important is you gotta still, you know what I'm saying, live your life. And my wife mentioned that to me, I think yesterday, was like, yo, I still want you to live your life because we put ourselves on hold, you know what I'm saying? Expecting to go back to what we used to be or something close to what we used to be. So we kind of like put things on pause when in reality, you just got to keep living your life. Like no matter what comes your way, you just got to keep living because I put myself on pause waiting to get better and waiting to basically, you know what I'm saying, get better, get as strong as I used to be because I always dealt with, you know what I'm saying, immune suppression issues after the first cancer treatment in 2021. But here it is a couple years later and the cancer reoccurred again, right? Even before my immune system got better. So while my immune system was down, and that's probably why the cancer, you know what I'm saying, came back the way it did because the regular person's immune system is like a 3.0. I was running around at like a point 0.5. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was like 2 years after I did chemotherapy. So it was like the body's not going to recover. So maybe that's why the cancer came back the last time in December is because my immune system never came back. And I kind of waited. I was waiting for that to happen, but it never happened. So, you know what I'm saying? Me waiting on that to happen, I kind of like put a lot of things I wanted to do on pause, right? So, this is like, one of the most important things is you have to continue to live your life, man. You have to continue to go out there, because for 2 years I didn't go outside because I was scared of getting sick. And I got sick anyway. The worst kind of sick that you could possibly think of, the cancer came back. So, you know what I'm saying? Me being concerned about, you know what I'm saying, going outside and who knows? Maybe I would have got sick with something that it would have probably been worse. So let me be thankful for my situation. But, you know, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be careful. I be careful. I gotta keep my sanitizer, keep my mask on, you know what I'm saying? But still, still live my life, man. So, that's my advice to anybody out there. Like, y'all gotta still live your life, man. No matter what it is. It ain't gotta be cancer. It don't have to be cancer. It could be whatever. It could be bills. You could start a new company and you know what I'm saying? It ain't you ain't get it off the ground yet, you know what I'm saying? It could be kids, wife, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I say wife because sometimes mine drive me crazy. But you know what I'm saying? It could be whatever it is. That's just a joke, by the way. It could be whatever it is. You gotta keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep fighting, no matter what it is. So, you know, that's what gives me, you know what I'm saying, a lot of positive feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the main things though that got me up is I don't have to be in the hospital for this chemo treatment. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be in the hospital. I don't have to deal with walking around with a freaking pole 24/7s with like 3 IVs and you know what I'm saying, doing all of that. Being restricted to one area, like, you know what I'm saying? Being in the hospital is like, you know what I'm saying, it's like being in jail. You feel me? It's like, man, and back in COVID time, you couldn't have nobody staying late or overnight, so it was just like you got a visitor, your visitor come see you in early, and then you know what I'm saying, then they gotta leave. So it could be worse. It could be much worse. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that my doctors have a plan of how to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? That's like the best thing that got me like on cloud. You know what I'm saying? That got me up there. So you know what I'm saying? Besides the side effects, which, you know what I'm saying, the side effects range from um, infection to your brain causing death, heart attack, blocked arteries in your lungs, stroke, problem thinking, problem speaking, problem walking, problem with your coordination. Like these drugs, these drugs ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? But it could be much worse where my immune system would be totally shot and I would have to be connected to an artificial immune system 24/7. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm praying that I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, see any of these side effects, the fever and the sore throat, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that I'm dealing with at the moment. Um, you shortness of breath, weakness, nausea, fatigue, the regular stuff. But the heart attack and the stroke and all the other stuff, I just hope, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, we don't even see that, so I'm not even addressing that. I'm not even going to speak on that. We're going to keep moving forward and think positive. But, just letting me know that this drug, this is not nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? So I hope nobody have to go through this. But if, you know what I'm saying, if you do have to go through it, you know what I'm saying, stay positive and don't stop. Don't stop. You feel me? Just keep going. A lot of people I've heard that are not here today is because they literally they gave up. They didn't want to fight anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or they didn't even finish their chemo treatment. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta keep it up, man. And I got so much to look forward to. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I got my grandbaby, she's growing up. I get to watch her grow. I got a niece and a nephew the same age as my grandbaby. You feel me? And I got another little nephew, you know what I'm saying? What he about 7 now? You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of I got a lot of good things to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? And really and truly, you know, I did so much in my years on earth that, I need for nothing. You feel me? I don't need anything at the moment except, you know what I'm saying, shelter and food. I'm low maintenance. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to take it one day at a time, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy my life because you can't, you know, a lot of things I was positioning to happen and because my life took a hard right. None of that is like important at the moment, obviously, because the most important thing is being alive. So all of that, you know what I'm saying, chasing a bag, trying to get to, you know what I'm saying, this perfect lifestyle, this perfect destination, you know what I'm saying, that's not important. To be honest with you, what's important is, you know what I'm saying, family and enjoying each day and not feeling like you have to like put today on hold You know what I'm saying? So you can enjoy, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow. You gotta enjoy every day. Every day. Try to find joy in every day because you might not be here next week. You might not be here next month. Whatever you're trying to plan for next year, that shit might never happen. You feel me? There's a lot of people that's not here today. That was here yesterday. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Learn to enjoy, adapt yourself to enjoying today, and you know what I'm saying? And don't hold on too strong to anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's 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 a beautiful day, man, like I said. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking forward to what, you know what I'm saying, what God has in store for me. You feel me? That's what I'm looking forward to. And for the past couple years, I ain't been able to go outside much because, like I said, I was dealing with my situation. So this right here is my outside. You know what I'm saying? Coming on the live, sharing. You know what I'm saying, and speaking to people on the chat. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, this has become my life because being actual outsider was kind of dangerous. You feel me? What up, Steph? Keep up the good fight, cause it ain't over till God says it's over. That's right. That's right. That's right, Steph. You right. And that is so true. That is so true. This is my third time dealing with cancer. The first time I got diagnosed with three different cancers. Waldenstrom, lymphoma, and lymphoma receptors running around in my bloodstream. You feel me? Three different cancers. One of them got, one of them is dormant. One of which is the Waldenstrom. Waldenstrom is dormant. That shit can come back out at any time. Lymphoma got treated, and leukemia receptors is still running around in my body. That's why my immune system can't recover. And that was the first time. I got diagnosed again in December, and 2 weeks ago I got diagnosed again after after two cancer treatment that kicked my ass. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? That's the craziest thing. I'm still here. So you feel me? I'm not. I got, if I wasn't like, continuing that path, I would have got eaten up a long time ago. And it was so many dark nights that I faced. You know what I'm saying? That it, if I had gave up, I would have been. I would probably wouldn't have been here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of hardship to deal with, not being able to think, not being able to remember anything, not being able to feel like you're somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's the depression that comes with cancer. Like, I didn't even thought of nothing like that. This is the first time I'm thinking about this depression that comes with cancer. Like, I experienced it all when I was in the hospital because I was literally like a vegetable, like a fruit. Didn't want to speak, couldn't even hold a thought in my head to express how I felt. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like you said, it's not over until, you know what I'm saying, until the good Lord says, you know what I'm saying, it's over. So I'm just doing the best I can with what I can, you know what I'm saying, and continuing to fight. So, like I always say, if you haven't donated, please donate, because that's why I'm here. And now we're gonna start promoting bone marrow donations. Yes, the bone marrow donation is very important, very very important. So that's like that's neck and neck with the blood transfusion. So you know what I'm saying. We trying to educate. You know what I'm saying. And if you think about it, I might, that blood that you donate, I might be pulling up at the cancer center in 2 weeks using it. You know what I'm saying? You never know, because I need the blood, and this chemo treatment, even though it's not damaging the good cells and targeting most of the cancer cells, it does cause me to have a low red blood count. But right now, my red blood count is actually higher than what it was a week ago without getting a transfusion. So, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. That's a wonderful thing. So, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep it pushing, man. And also, the anybody with sickle cell is also something like, a black person getting a blood from another black person would have a higher chance of success rate. You know what I'm saying? If somebody has sickle cell as well, so we gotta get our brothers and sisters in the black community to start donating blood, you know what I'm saying, to help each other out. Because you know, it's serious out here, man. It's serious out here because there's more and more people that's gonna get cancer. There's more and more people, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be exposed to certain things. So, you know what I'm saying, we just gotta be ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I had somebody to do, you know what I'm saying, my blood transfusion, but because I'm not able to do it, now they gotta find somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So they gotta go in back into the system and I gotta wait to see, you know what I'm saying, if they find somebody. So, you know what I'm saying, in the future, this shouldn't be that hard of an issue in the future. It should be, you know what I'm saying, easier ways to treat cancer. There should be more people available, you know what I'm saying, to do these things. So that's what I'm trying to do is to, you know, advocate for the transfusion of bone marrow and blood. So, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't done it, please think about it because it's very, very important, right? Let me take a sip. You know, that sore throat issues coming in, but I got medication for all of that. I got medication for everything, you know what I'm saying? Because I was already on medication before I started my cancer treatment. So that's the good thing. The average person that goes through some of these treatments, they're not gonna already be on a lot of medication. I'm already taking almost 20 pills every day before I got this cancer treatment. So a lot of these side effects I don't expect to bother me. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm lucky that way that I'm already taking like 20 pills a day, which I hate doing, but you know what I'm saying? It's what's necessary. It's what's necessary. So it's a lot to deal with, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, the doctors, they have a plan, and once you know that, like my doctors, they serious about making sure I'm okay. So you know what I'm saying? It's a whole team of them too. It ain't just one or two. It's a whole team of them. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta be in the right place at the right time. You know, and be diligent because a lot of times if the doctors don't see that you're like serious or really care about, or your family member don't even care about, you know what I'm saying, situation, because between my mother and my wife, the doctors done got threatened a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So not in a bad way, but you know, if you need to have that thing where that people see, you know what I'm saying? Just like if you go to jail, if don't nobody call you or put money on your books or come see you, they're gonna think like, oh, don't nobody care about this person. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a hospital where there's cancer patients there. People that I'm rooming with, they don't get no visitors. Or the kid only comes, visiting time is over at like 7. The kid comes at like 6:30. You know what I'm saying? And go crazy for a half an hour acting like, you know what I'm saying, they did something. You feel me? Like it's tough out here, man. It's really tough out here. And you need all the help you can get. You really need all the help you can get. So you know what I'm saying? That's half of the reason that I'm here. It's to help. You know what I'm saying? It's to help. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's going through this with any kind of anything they need. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to talk. Y'all need some advice. You feel what I'm saying? Through my experiences, you know what I'm saying, I share my awareness. Right. But at the same time, man, it's been some dark nights, and you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with. To try to deal with this by yourself, no family, no visitors, nobody concerned about you, like it's crazy. And you know what I'm saying? The people in the hospital, they're gonna do, you know what I'm saying, their best job. Cause I done met some great people that took great care of me. The nurses, you know what I'm saying, everybody has been great, but you know what I'm saying, they're gonna they're not gonna spend as much time in your room. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? And that's just reality. But you know, through through whatever reason we're here today is why, you know what I'm saying, is why we're doing it. So I'm just trying to give back and try to, change the future somewhat, you know, because where I grew up, nobody spoke about cancer. You know what I'm saying? Nobody addressed it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people in my community, you know what I'm saying, we think we're immune to it. Because I thought that myself. You know, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? I ate right, I exercised, you know what I'm saying? And I still ended up getting cancer 2, 3 times. So, you know what I'm saying? We just have to come together and just, just help one another out. And one of the best ways you can do that is through blood donation and bone marrow transplant donation. All right, um, so we're doing good. Our body's feeling great, right? The medication so far, I'm feeling the side effects. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling, the sore throat, the nausea, the basic stuff. I'm dealing with the basic stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm staying active. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the most important thing is to stay active and not, you know what I'm saying? Because besides it doing a lot for me, like even if I wasn't dealing with chemo, staying active is something that I do on a regular basis. So it's crazy, man. Something simple as not being active, not what I'm saying, doing. And I'm not gonna say every day, but at least every other day, some kind of exercise or something strenuous on your body. You know what I'm saying? The difference it makes is as you stay active, you're gonna become stronger. You know what I'm saying? What you're doing today is not gonna be as difficult. It's not gonna feel like, what I'm saying, it's a task or it's a lot when you only do it like every other day or like once a week. Even if it's just once a week, start out wherever you can. You know what I'm saying? But build up so you can feel better about yourself and you can look better. You know what I'm saying? You can have better energy. Your body is gonna function better. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need. Especially if you're trying to fight cancer or prevent cancer, you need your body to be functioning properly, and you know what I'm saying. You gotta keep that body moving. All right, keep yourself going at all times. Don't stop for no. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. Have your goal in hand and just keep going. Every so often you have to change your goals. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold on to them, but what I'm saying? Change your goals. You conquered one thing, and guess what? Now it's time to conquer something else, right? You conquered riding a bike. Well, now let's go conquer climbing, climbing the mountain or climbing a wall or something. So, you can't stay too, you know what I'm saying? You can't stay in any one position. You have to keep going and try to get better and try to do more because I'm not even where I want to be honest with you. I'm not where I want to be. I think about the things that I want to do in my mind and I try to do it and I'm not able to do it yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot more, what I'm saying, work that needs to be done to not to try to get to back where I was, but just so I could be comfortable with myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a very active person. You know what I'm saying? So to be not active is like, that's like a punishment. You know what I'm saying? That's cruel and unusual punishment. You feel me? So trying to stay active, trying to maintain that is very important. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I'm saying, if you used to run around a lot back in the day. As we get older, we kind of slow it down, but we gotta try to maintain some of what we used to be. You know what I'm saying? And I got sick. I got sick when I was 38. I was still in good shape at 38. So it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? That now that I'm slow, it's not because of anything else. It's not like I stopped exercise. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's not like my desire stopped and I became this person that don't want to exercise. It's just that, the body couldn't, body had to recover. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get back to that old me. I want to get back to running around. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to go run with my dogs, run around, play ball with my brothers, and you know what I'm saying, do a lot of things, and run around with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'd be lucky to keep up with my granddaughter. You feel me? So it's a lot. It's a lot to look forward to. It's a lot to look forward to, and that's one of the things that, like I said, that keeps me going. Not getting stuck on any one thing. You know what I'm saying? Plus, please take that as advice. Don't get stuck on any one thing. Keep it pushing and enjoy the day. So, I want to thank everybody. You know what I'm saying? I came through the chat, Piff, my wife, BC. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple here, Steph, Teddy, okay, Uncle Charlie. You feel me, Nicole? You know what I'm saying? Pastor Mentor, I appreciate all y'all for stopping by, man. You know what I'm saying? Bless me with your time, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not watching this live, you're watching this, you know what I'm saying, at some other time. I appreciate you checking, you know what I'm saying, checking out what's going on, keeping up with me and my situation, and trying to make a difference in the world when it comes to cancer, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to change the world, our world, especially when it comes to cancer, through cancer awareness and, you know what I'm saying, making more blood available so, you know what I'm saying, we can treat ourselves because cancer patients need blood daily. Like, I remember I used to get transplant like every day. Every day I used to get a transplant. So, we needed to survive. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do here. We talk about cancer, man. And everything that, you know what I'm saying, applies to it. Trying to make your life better and anybody that you know that might be dealing with cancer, family or friend, because it's gonna hit. I pray that it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? But cancer doesn't kill anybody. Yes, Steph. Respect. Respect. Steph said we part of the support team. Respect. Like I said, cancer don't kill nobody, right? It's when you don't find out that something is wrong and it lingers. You know what I'm saying? When cancer moves from one spot to the next, that's not good because there's a higher risk that you can't come back from it. Right? So best thing we can do is early awareness because that's the best time. That's when cancer is most vulnerable because right now when they caught it, it's like a couple nodules. So the treatment shouldn't be that bad. So you know what I'm saying? Go get your check, go get your body checked up. You know what I'm saying? Go make sure that you're okay. Do it for your family, your friends. Do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stay in tune with your body. Notice changes. You know what I'm saying? If you feel pain, please do not sit around and wait for the pain to go away. That's not how you're supposed to do it. Do not sit around and wait for no pain to stop. Alright? Go get checked out. Go see a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't even that serious. It's not even that hard. Everybody should have a primary. You know what I'm saying? And please, it's only if you got to pay out of pocket, it ain't even. It's a couple of hundred at the most to go see a doctor. So go get some blood work, man. You know what I'm saying? And stay healthy. Cause I want to see everybody soon, man. I want to see everybody soon. Everybody that's on this live, everybody that's watch these videos. I'm gonna see y'all soon, man. Wherever y'all at, I'm coming through. I'm pulling up. We're gonna barbecue. We're gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? So, just enjoy your life, man, and don't wait around too long to do that. Please do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, thank everybody for rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? We here every Friday at 7 p.m. Every Friday at 7 p.m. So, if we do miss a Friday, it's probably because I'm in the cancer center till 8, 9 o'clock. Well, not 9 o'clock, but at least till like 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Or it's because, all right, Steffi, peace. Or it's because I'm not feeling well, and then there's no point of me putting myself at risk. You know what I'm saying? And just wait on until the next episode. All right. So hit me up if you need any kind of advice, any kind of help. Get me in the email. Hit me in the chat. Whatever you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? I wish everybody the best. All right. Go enjoy your weekend, man. Go barbecue, beach. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, the zoo. Well, enjoy the summer, man, because the winter is like hell. So please, the first chance you get, you gotta enjoy 80-degree weather. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where you at, but especially in New York, I'm trying to make the most of the summer because the winter was. Matter of fact, a week ago was 50 something. On the 1st of June, I think it was like 60, 59, 63 degrees. Like, come on, how it can't be that cold in June. So we all it look like it's gonna be a cold. You know what I'm saying? It might be a short summer. So don't let it go to waste. All right. I'll see y'all next week, Friday, 7 p.m. Thank you for watching, and stay positive. All right. Appreciate it.